Warning, 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 warning. This is a emergency broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the air once again. This is a Friday night.
Live.
You know, it's a live show. So everybody get to calling, and we will get people on the phone. But right now, this episode is what?
158.
158.
That's right. Live every Friday on Ochelli.com.
Up, I already hear the bing banging.
We're getting some bing banging in that chat room.
Chowing there, starting to talk.
Not as much activity in the chat room.
I just heard one.
That's understandable, though. There's a lot of moving parts going on here, Uncle. Chuck had technical difficulties earlier. He wasn't able to do his show.
That's what I heard.
But he's here. He's been able to produce the Age of Transitions the hour before this, and now the Uncle Hour. So we're good to go now. And we've, of course, been away for 2 weeks. So we've returned.
3 weeks.
Well, we didn't do 2 weeks, and then this would be the third one, I guess. But we're back. We're back. It's good.
It's because of he had a week. So it's 3 weeks.
And we're just here relaxing. We're drinking this white wine, the boxed wine that we got from the dollar store. We've already reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. And
this still tastes pretty good. I've
still
had
good.
This a couple of times.
You got to age the wine, Uncle.
Age the wine to drink.
Just don't age it in the way that the Santa wine was aged and it turns your stomach. But
well, that was you. I never knew that it could happen to you for experience of drinking, of not liking a wine, a Santa Claus wine, on top of everything. A Santa Claus wine.
Imagine that.
And he got sick. I couldn't believe it.
I
couldn't believe that.
Listeners should look forward to some upcoming shows we will be doing with Bumwine Bob, because 'tis the season. We like to do a lot of shows with good old Bob.
Hey, old Bob, we're going to have some shows about his drinking and his bartending.
Oh, yeah.
See what he's got in his bartending area, because I know it's his kind of Christmas time, and he'd like to share that, Molly, with us.
Yeah, we always do like a Christmas. Typically, we always do like a Christmas show with him on his show.
I think I'm going to do something different.
Okay.
And every Christmas, now that you come to dawn and told me this, it just dawned me. It just hit me. Okay. Since I do the New Year's revolutions, I'm going to ask Bob if he would do a Christmas program.
He will
show.
He has.
So we'll have that constantly if he wants to.
I want to say this will be the third Christmas show we've done on his show.
Was it the third time?
Yeah, because we did one last year, and I think we did one the year before, and this will make it the third.
What was this about? I mean,
we just get together and do a show with him, and
I like to keep that up with him on Christmas show, because I have to, because I got some of these customers of mine that have these things and they like to talk about things. So we
try to drink the holiday drinks like the eggnogs and things like that.
Drinks with him.
I'm going to this year. I pitched this idea to Bob last year, but I'm gonna have to make it happen this year. I want to make some pine syrup out of pine needles. Because you can make this syrup out of pine needles, and you can mix it into some drinks. And, a pine tree is the Christmas tree, so it's, a Christmassy thing. So I'm not expecting Bob to do it, but I want to make some and mix it in.
Maybe he'd tell you how.
There's recipes online.
Oh, there is. Oh, well, that's
disclaimer, just, for public safety reasons. If you're going to make pine syrup, make sure you research what pine needles you're using and don't use the wrong ones, lest you poison yourself. So be careful, okay?
Right.
So we got to get the right pine needles. We're not making hemlock syrup. We're not going to go the way of Socrates and poison ourselves. We're going to make some nice, wonderful syrup that we mix into a drink. So, yeah, lots of fun holiday stuff that listeners can look forward to.
Look forward to, correct.
You know, Uncle, the show that Chuck was unable to do today, he was going to have Bear on his show.
Bear we had on last show?
We had on our last show.
Last show.
Yeah, he was going to talk to him about that wonderful pain relieving cream.
Oh, yeah, about the cream. About the cream.
Yep.
Has he sent it out?
Well, Chuck...
Did you order it?
Chuck ordered some, and he loves it. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to.
Try to order that stuff, because you might need it.
Well, we could all use it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened there real quick, just to throw it in so you guys understand exactly how this all went down. Creative Accidents in the chat room always listens to, and everybody's aware, like I've got all these different issues, right? So Creative Accidents heard me say, I want some of that cream. As soon as I get the money, I'm going to go get it. And so Creative Accidents split their order with me. Okay.
Nice.
And sent it to me, and I got it, and I said, oh, here we go, because a lot of these people, they tell you they got something good, and, it's not really that good, right? They mean well, but, this is amazing, this stuff. I'm not kidding. Like, literally,
So you got it now?
I got a piece of it from there, and then I ordered again. And then I actually got my own money and ordered it, too, because I don't want to run out. This stuff is great, Uncle. You got to try it. I'm telling you.
Well, let's get the order in there.
We will. I'll order it this weekend. I promise.
We got to get it done because because I might have some stuff in mind. So
well, there's so many things you could use it for.
For itching and stuff too. I meant to ask.
It's for pain primarily.
Pain.
Yeah, pain.
I do have a problem. Talk about a pain.
Yeah.
I've had a pain on this leg, this arm, shoulder.
Again?
No, this was back. I was wanting to put some more on it. That's cream you talking about on it.
If pain ever flares up, you just put some of that cream. It makes it go away.
I want to see if it works on it.
It's supposed to. Chuck is saying it does work. So this is one of the better pain relief things you've used, Chuck? Would you say that?
Yeah, let me put it to you this way, Uncle. Like, it works for cramps. It works for pain, at least for me, right? And I got to tell you, you know when you put some Icy Hot or some Bengay on, right, because you hurt something?
Yeah, feel the hotness.
It works a little bit, but it smells real heavy, and it's, it's kind of rough. It's a little off-putting, right? This stuff has a smell to it. It's got a fairly strong smell, but it's not as strong as Bengay in the smell. And it works way better. See, the Icy Hot, you can burn your skin with it and stuff sometimes. You put a little too much or you're sensitive, right? No, but this, no burn, no problem. Little tiny bit of greasiness. You got to really rub it in, and it leaves behind like just a little bit of a greasy feeling, but it goes away. And it works within a couple of minutes of putting it on, and it's just, that's it. You don't worry about it the rest of the day. You're not like sitting there constantly squirting the tube and, working with the Bengay and the Icy Hot. None of that. You put it on, rest of the day, I'm telling you, it's you'd be amazed. I get better use out of, so I walk funny because I walk with a cane and everything nowadays, right? Because my back is so bad. Put this on my lower back. About an hour later, I realized I was standing up straight. I haven't been standing up straight in, 5 years. Right? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, it took away the pain and also gave me better, like my muscles relaxed and I could use them better. So, way better than any of that topical stuff you buy in the store. I know it's a little expensive, but I'm telling you, worth it.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Wow, that's exciting.
Okay, you got to order that.
I will. I promise I will. I'll get a hold of Bear. Bear, what a magic man. Yeah. Isn't he awesome? He's so cool.
It is from the top. He's got it from the top, and ask to him.
He sure does.
And that's how it happened. See?
Apparently.
That's how it actually happened.
This is holy water.
And the amazing thing is, again,
what that is.
Like he was saying on the show, right? He didn't make it because, I'm going to make some money and I'm going to sell this.
No.
Not at all. No. He made it just for himself, and he was just inspired to do it, and it's like, wow, this works really good. couple of people tried it. He says that people tell him things that he doesn't even know it works that well. Like they tell him it does other things, and that's the truth too. It actually does some other things, and I got to tell you, I got to give it a little more time. But there was something else that I was using to deal with something else, right? Yeah. And I've got to use it every once in a while. I'm not even going to say what it is because I'm going to save this all for when I talk to Bear on my show because I want to make a solid hour out of this with him. But I figured I'd give you the update. Sure. The amazing thing is, though, that it's actually made it so that I don't seem to need something else that I needed help with, too. I got to give it a little more time to be sure. But, I mean, this could be like an answer to a whole lot of problems for some people. If it works this well for me, and I'm a problem. You give me, too many, they try using cortisone and other things on me. It doesn't work so good. A lot of the regular typical things to like deal with pain and inflammation and problems and cramps or whatever else don't work on me. This does.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
Yeah.
We'll find out about this.
It's real exciting.
Project.
Yeah, we will. I am ordering it. I'm taking too long to order it, but I am going to. I'm going to get that.
That's all he's got. Not big.
I will get it, and listeners are encouraged to do so as well.
Too.
Basically, to get it, you just get a hold of Bear through social media. You just get
social media. Pop on social media and go along with Bear and.
He'll set things up for you.
To you.
Yeah, he'll set it up.
Yeah.
He's easy to get a hold of.
Yeah. I know a lot of people listen that are your listeners love to use Twitter. He's on Twitter, Bear is. Yeah. Bear is also on Facebook, and I think he's on Instagram as well. But that's two places I know of, and you get a hold of him, and telling you, man, you could talk to him. He'll be happy to hear from you, especially if you got something to report back, too. So, But I intend to definitely promote the whole idea and tell people all about my experience in detail when I talk to Bear. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's awesome. But that's a great update from the last time that the Uncle Show was running and you had Bear and everything. So, it's great, and I really want to hear what Uncle has to say about it once he tries it.
Yeah. We're gonna try this.
Try this on this arm that I've had soreness on. I'm going to try it on that because I got something to use it for.
The thing that really pops up in my mind is every now and again in the middle of the night, my son will wake up and like his leg hurts from growing pains.
And he used it?
When we have it, you better believe I'm going to use that.
Use that.
And see how it works because I'm guessing it'll work.
Because he had problems with his legs. I've noticed him.
I used to have the same thing when I was
He had crying. He started crying. He kept crying. I could hear him in his room.
Yeah.
Crying away.
Yeah, his legs just hurt. Yeah.
It was hurting him. So.
I used to get that same thing when I was his age.
It's funny you should mention it because I have already done that with my son.
Oh, for your son. Okay, there you go. Hey. And it works, I assume.
It seemed that's the thing. I only did it once, but he went right to sleep. Not another complaint for the rest of the night. And usually, when he wakes up with those leg pains, I mean, it's like I can give him a rub and get him to go back to sleep, and then he gets up again and cries some more, and I got to put it's an ordeal usually, but actually this time it was like let's try some of the cream. And I put it on his legs, on the lower part of his legs, because that's usually where it hurts, like in the shin area, for some reason. And when I did that, he didn't wake up again. I don't know, I only did it once, so I don't know for sure that that's what did it. But I'm just saying that, it definitely didn't hurt the situation. And I'm going to try it again with him. And if it does it again, I'm going to assume that also works for the growing pains. Tell you another thing. That I had recently because I was doing a few things trying to get healthy. I had those, those spasms you get in the calves of your legs.
Yeah.
That are like real bad and it'll wake you up. And usually, they tell you, okay, you're missing some potassium or something, right? Well, yeah, true. But see, I put it on that. You know how that hurts you all day long afterwards? When you get one of those and you're afraid that like the next move is going to trigger it again. So I had that on the leg all day, and then I decided to put the cream on it. Boom, gone. It was like I couldn't believe it again. So
wow,
there you go.
Wow, interesting. What a magical thing there.
Okay, then.
Oh boy,
some cream stuff now.
Well, another
very good.
Yeah.
Now you just order that cream.
I will.
We'll have this talk about it too.
It's exciting. Okay. I'm excited by this whole thing. I really am.
Right. Now, where are we getting to?
Well, if we want to continue on the cannabis strain of the conversation, so to speak.
Before you do, Aaron, one quick thing. You can't see my messages, I guess.
Okay. Now, hold on. Let me try to pull them up. But yes, continue.
Yeah, try to pull them up. But also, somebody wanted to join via Skype.
We have a guest.
Yeah.
All right. Who is on the line and who?
Well,
where are you from?
Well, first I wanted to get, make sure you guys wanted me to pull them in. So that's why I was asking.
Yep.
You know we do.
Well, I know, but, look, Uncle's the boss, man. If he decides he don't want to call her, he's not going to have one.
I said I did. I do.
Oh, I know, but that's why I asked, right?
Yeah.
But I got to ask before I know. I mean, I don't claim to read your mind, right?
No.
All right.
From now on, just throw callers in there and
just throw callers
and instruct them behind the scenes just to start talking. We'll be like, caller.
Just throw them in anyway. Okay, no problem. You got it, gentlemen.
Hey, a caller.
A caller, first one on the line.
Yeah.
Let's see, should be.
She on?
Okay, so caller, what's your name and where might you be calling from tonight?
Greetings, this is Robin from Victoria. Let me just shut down my other audio source here.
Sounds good. Oh, Uncle, we know who this is, don't we? We know Robin.
Robin. Yes.
Our Canadian friend.
Oh, that's a fella.
I'm going to go off phone too here.
Okay.
That sounds like there's a background behind me.
Sorry, sir. Sorry about that.
He's getting everything ready in the control room there.
Yeah, the control booth up in Victoria. It's a little bit shifty in here. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good.
Sorry about that, Robin. I didn't have time to prepare you because they said, bring him in. I did it. So
hurry.
There it is.
So I just I hopped in on the conversation, and it sounded like you guys might have been talking about like some type of CBD cream or something. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was a cream.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
We were talking about this cream. We just talked about the last episode about.
It's the one made by Bear. The famous Double Rainbow guy. Bear.
Double Rainbow guy.
Rainbow guy.
Yeah, Bear. He made this cream. This interesting cream that people want to buy.
I can attest to the efficacy of other CBD creams. I've used them myself.
Okay.
And they seem to do great for inflammation. Okay. Like the most recent time I used it, I was sitting at the softball field with my friends, and some guy hit a cut ball into the foul area and hit me right in the hand, and it hurt like a son of a gun that night. And then I put the cream on, and then the next morning it was still a bit sore. Put some more on, then by the next evening it was completely gone, and it was a pretty hard hit to the hand. So
let me tell you something about that. It isn't like Bear's.
Oh, you're talking about his cream.
The way you were saying it about how the cream is, because once it's on, it's on. Okay, and it don't.
Uncle hasn't even used it. He knows
you have to use it.
Yeah, see,
what I'm hearing from what my buddy Chuck says. I haven't even used it yet, but whatever Chuck says, believe that.
Mm-hmm. Each circumstance is slightly different, right?
No, always true, Robin. But here's the interesting thing: is I've tried some of these other CBD creams,
right,
and they don't do much.
Okay.
For me,
I'm a certain mixture or something he's using. Yeah,
there is something unique about this. I'm a hard case. I'm exactly the guy that, like, they've tried to put me under anesthesia before, and I'm sitting there still awake. I'm this guy. I'm drug resistant. I mean, all kinds of weird things go on with me.
And I may as well. I'll probably just wait till the show with Bear specifically, because he would probably detail the ingredients and things. So. We may as not get into that.
He's made a video on YouTube that actually shows you how he makes it.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Put on a YouTube and listen to his show, and
you can emulate the recipe.
Like Bear CBD cream on YouTube or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. You'll
try it and see it, and he'll.
I think it's
the one that my friend, actually I know the person who produces it up here, and they make one that's It's also called Full Spectrum, which has THC, CBD, and a few other cannabinoids in it. Which some people believe that the combination altogether has better benefits than just the CBD isolated,
No, absolutely true. But the interesting thing is, by the way, it's Yosemite Bear on YouTube, and that's where that video is. He's going to make another one too coming up soon, somewhere around the new year, according to what he told me off air. Again, showing people how it's done. He's not trying to protect his formula or anything. Like he came up with a way to mix these, particular oils together with the strain that he grows. And that's
maybe it's something specific with the strain too. Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's what he claims.
That's what it is. I believe. That's what I believe in.
There's also it makes me think of, you guys might have come across this over the years. There's a guy in Canada called Rick Simpson. And he's the one who created the Phoenix Tears, or the Rick Simpson oil.
Right.
And he was a case where he was making this stuff and giving it to these guys at the Legion in his local town. And it was, curing these guys of all sorts of ailments. And then he was getting arrested all the time because the police were just, it's illegal. But they were kind of giving him a bit of a slap on the wrist, but he'd keep doing it.
Right.
And then he came up with this documentary called Run From the Cure. Someone made a documentary about him.
Yeah, that's correct. And I've interviewed Rick Simpson. He's
cool.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's actually, quite frankly, here's a side note. He's actually really ill at the moment.
Geez.
But and not in Canada, last I was told. But he was seriously harassed, and there's another guy who gave away exactly what it is he figured out how to do. And there's a little controversy about Rick Simpson oil, but there are people that swear by it as well. Fact is that there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all for everybody under any circumstance. But what I'm saying is that as somebody who has been given various types of natural cures, and somebody who's been told, well, listen, if you got the right strain of cannabis, look, I've smoked it, I've eaten it, I've done everything with it. It does nothing for my pain. Nothing. Okay. I cannot get around. They tell me, oh, no, you got to get the right thing. And if it's indica and all this, it'll cure body pain. It'll take it. It does not for me. Doesn't deal with my headaches. Doesn't deal with my body pain. And in fact, Bear was telling me that other people have told him it works for migraines, which guess what I'm going to try next? I get vicious ones every now and then, and man, I don't know, this seems to have multiple purposes. It's very interesting, and maybe it's just for hard cases. I don't know, but it is
just the cream that he sells. Sorry.
Well, he doesn't even really like to sell it. That's the hilarious part.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird case.
It's like I want to give it to people, but I don't want to, give it away because I don't have anything. So you got to kind of help me to.
Right.
But
it's like an at-cost type of a thing.
Yeah, it's an at-cost kind of thing, and he absolutely hand wraps everything together for you, and it's what he created, and it's really amazing. And you get this package; it looks like I am not offending Bear when I say this, but I mean, I looked at it and my thoughts were Unabomber. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay.
There's no ticking clocks in it, though, I guess.
No, nothing like that. You open it up, and what he's done is he's recycled a bunch of things in order to pad this glass jar that he sends you. And you look at it, and you think it's, maybe like, I don't know, it looks almost like baby food if maybe you're getting peas and spinach together, right? So you look at it, it doesn't look like much. You put it on, though, I'm telling you, man. It is like when he says that he absolutely believes it is blessed. I said, you know what? I'm not of the same religious persuasion as you, my friend, but I agree. It is blessed because it is amazing. And in 30 years of trying to deal with pain, I have no memory of not being in pain outside of when I was hooked on opiates. And
is it? Do you deal with like a sciatica type of thing or anything, or is it a bulging disc? Is it anything to do with that?
There's multiple issues. I've had bones in my back broken. I have missing discs. I have nerve damage, and all of it.
That's one. My friend has a missing disc. I wonder if it might help him with that, with pain regarding that.
Well, again, because I'm a weirdo, in the place where the disc is missing, I don't have pain anymore. But apparently it causes a misalignment elsewhere, which causes pain. So,
okay.
Go figure that. I don't know. That's what they always told me. But I gave up on the doctors because they wanted to dope me up. And, I took it for a while, 7 years, but I didn't want to die that way. So, it's pretty simple. About 6 years ago, I white-knuckled my way through that and and have been looking ever after for anything at all to just, I can take the edge off the pain on occasion, but I can't, short of, I'm going to be blunt with you, short of heroin, Oxycontin, something like that, I can't even really effectively take the edge off the pain until I put this stuff on. That's how good it is.
And it's all topical. There's no, it's not internal. You don't eat anything.
It's all topical. There's nothing psychoactive about it. There's just rub it in.
Right.
Just rub it in. That's it.
And did you already give everyone a website, or do you have to contact them directly, like by the email or something, or how does he?
You contact him directly on social media. He's available on Facebook, Twitter, and I think Instagram. And if you just send a direct contact, he's the only one who reads it all. Like I said, Yosemite Bear, the specific Twitter handle. Aaron, I think you should gather the links again for him and put it in your show notes tonight because, if anybody hears this, they might go, well, I want to find the guy. Let's give him a way to find him. Because, again, this is a limited supply that he hand makes, So, and he's not going to make many more batches himself now. There's other things going on, and I intend to talk to him about that when I get him on the show, or if Aaron gets him on. I think people need to hear about this because it's just, amazing. Sorry.
And this is the actual double rainbow guy.
This is the double rainbow guy.
It's
guy.
him.
This is a guy that knows men upstairs there.
He does.
Yeah,
I know that. I know his handles generally are Yosemite Bear 62. So if you look for that on, I know that's him on Twitter, and I think he uses that also on Instagram and even YouTube is Yosemite Bear 62. You can find him. But I'll put the links to him on the show notes too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The 62 I forgot. But Yosemite Bear, if you look for him.
And you haven't received your package yet, Aaron, is that?
I haven't ordered it yet. I'm going to this weekend. I'm going to order it
this is the first conversation about it with Chuck, maybe.
With Chuck, since Chuck has used it, so he's giving us his testimonial. I very much look forward to ordering it and using it for a number of times.
If it wasn't for technical issues tonight, I was going to have Bear on my show to do exactly this, but to go into great detail about it. To exactly explain it all. And he is, let's see what that Twitter handle is. I got to lean forward here.
He's Yosemite Bear 62. No spaces, anything.
He is Yosemite Bear 62, no space, no nothing else on Twitter. I just double checked because that's where I messaged him. And again, shout out to Creative Accidents because Creative Accidents, that handle in the chat room, I don't know if you want your real name spoken, so I'm not going to. Creative Accidents split their order with me because they knew I needed something. And I was absolutely amazed. And now I've reordered it myself. So
now you ordered it. And this guy haven't jumped on the phone yet.
Yeah, I will. I've been talking to him about it. I just need to send him a payment.
And I'm listening to him.
Uncle's excited about it.
I know, and I'm listening to Chuck about it.
So you guys were away for a week or two? Was it 2 weeks or? Maybe I think I missed a show.
Well, there were 2 weeks where we didn't do shows. Yeah, this is the third week we're back.
Well, the third week, but this was a week that he was off too, Chuck. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, 1 week Aaron was kind of out of position. He was traveling, I think. 1 week I was moving, so basically 2 shows didn't get done. And that means that for the past 3 weeks, nobody's heard us until tonight, or nobody's heard Uncle and Aaron, I should say, until tonight. And I actually skipped 6-7 shows too.
Cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to check out that Porkins policy with Matthew Alford. I'm a big fan of Matthew Alfred. I read his book, his and Tom Secker's. Have you read that one before, you guys? National Security Cinema.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got that when they first released it at the special price.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I think I did too. I got the discount price. Chuck, have you read that one?
I think I only partially read that book. I got to be honest with you, because there were certain key things in there I needed to look at.
It's a bit dry in a sense that it's kind of clinical. Like they do break it down in like a, it's very, very factual. But
yeah,
I definitely enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I think I used it as a reference for a couple of things when I was looking at probably 7 Days in May and things like that. I think I was looking at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, great book. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that interview.
Sometime. That was a good one. I gave that a listen. Enjoyable show. As always from Porkins, good show.
Good. And Chuck, Uncle, you've been well?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Pretty good. You guys have been drinking any new beers, or are you staying off the beers lately?
Been off the beers because we have been checking up on the dollar.
There hasn't been any new ones.
There haven't been any new ones.
It's one of those dry spells.
It's what you call a dry spell.
Yeah.
Do you guys only buy from like the new arrivals rack or something?
Right.
Well,
and so because that's the ones we have tasted. Well, those are you buy the ones if you wanted to buy ones that we taste.
Do you have a list of all the ones you've tasted?
Not really, but I have them in my brain.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at the labels. Yes, I heard that. No, I didn't see that. Yes.
And any updates on the sword shop?
No, that is a very good question. I was going to bounce on him on that question.
We need to get in there too. Yeah.
We haven't got to that place yet.
You haven't touched base.
I want to talk to this manager still. I'm still trying to find him.
Yeah. What's the place called again?
Pure Blades.
It's at
the Tyler Galleria here in beautiful Riverside, California.
Right.
It's every time we go, the owner's not there. We're looking to talk to him. I haven't been able to run into him yet, but we will. It's a matter of time.
He's a busy guy.
I know, of course. I mean, he's an enterprising man. He's making the big moves, and so he is there fairly often, I'm told. So we'll run into him.
He owns multiple sword shops.
Yes. Pure Blades is actually a chain. He's got a couple locations.
Okay. He's not like the chain, the owner of the chain, but he just owns some franchises.
No. It's essentially like it's his. Pure Blades is his shop, and he's got multiple locations in like a couple malls around the Southern California area.
You want to get in with the head guy, right? Because then you could actually use that as like a staging location. You could be like, if you get in with the main guy, you're like, hey, Tom, we're going to go do a podcast at the Riverside location today. Maybe next week we'll do Pasadena.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what my aim is to do.
Here, let me try to look up Pure Blades right now. I don't think they're on Twitter, but I know they're on Instagram. Let me see and try to find them. Because I'm trying to remember what their other locations are. Oops. I think I just tweeted Pure Blades.
You did?
I tweeted that. I'm going to keep that.
It's free endorsement for them. In the future, you can be like, look.
Shoot a man up to me.
You can be like, look, I've been promoting Pure Blades since the late 2019s.
Since he's been listening to me.
Instead of typing in the search bar, I was typing in the tweet bar, which
that's a boomer. I think that's a boomer thing to do there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Slipping in, not learning his word special here, is playing with his machine over.
I've had too much of this dollar store wine tonight, Uncle.
Oh well, yeah.
Mine. You just had a
problem.
glass of it, and it gets wild on you already.
Glass
of it.
I know it.
I know
one glass of that stuff is too much.
God, I never heard of that, man. I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay, Pure Blades. Okay, so Gallery at Tyler, that's the one we know about. Then they also have one in Puente Hills. Puente Hills. So 2 locations.
It's only 2, okay.
Yeah,
so he's doing pretty good though. When you branch out to 2, you're doing pretty good.
I think so. Yeah.
You got a lot of steel flying off the shelves.
I know. I think he's found his niche. It's funny. I mean, you think of the sword shop, it's like, nobody goes that, but people really do. People really do. I mean, they have a customer base.
I bought that one plastic one that's like high density plastic. That's one. So I made a purchase in my lifetime at the equivalent store to Pure Blades in my town.
Yeah.
So I can attest. I am a customer.
I love those knives with the rainbows. I am still dying to buy one.
Double rainbow.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, that'd be two of those knives. It'd be a double rainbow.
Because I like it. You ever seen it? Now, wait a minute. What are you laughing at, sidekick?
I'm laughing at the idea of a double rainbow blade.
I'm talking about this man did you ever seen a double rainbow before?
Yes.
Not you.
Yeah, it could be like a spin-off with this bear. Which is not Yogi Bear. What's the gentleman's name again?
Yosemite Bear.
Yosemite Bear. It could be like Yosemite Bear has to like defend Yosemite Park with these blades. This could be like a script you could write, Aaron.
Yeah, it'd be like, how Rambo like cauterizes the wound with gunpowder?
Right.
Bear's going to use the CBD pain relief cream.
Right.
Rambo style.
Yeah, he takes out his enemies, but then he cures the survivors with CBD cream.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be a pretty good Netflix film.
Oh, yeah.
Or series even.
I think we need to get a hold of Sylvester Stallone. I think he'll want a piece of us.
We got to get some of these stars. I'm looking at you, sidekick.
It's a matter of time, Uncle.
I mean,
they're
the man.
I've been following the comics. I've been enjoying the comics there.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah, they're good. I'm trying to think of the specifics now. There was 4 of them.
Yeah, the latest one was I released it on Halloween. It was kind of Halloween themed. It was Scientology's Haunted Mansion. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it had the main man, Mr. Hubbard, and then it had the guy is he not dead yet though, right? Or is he dead?
No. He's the head of Scientology
Miscavige,
now.
Mr. Miscavige.
Right. Yep.
And then who was the other guy that you had?
The other one's Tom Cruise, which I'll admit, drawing of Tom Cruise isn't the best. I got to say, Tom Cruise is surprisingly difficult to capture his likeness.
He's so generically looking.
Exactly. That's exactly it. I'm trying to draw him. It's like this.
Handsome.
Yeah, he looks like just somebody else every time you try to draw him. It's like I can't draw him. Like other people I can get pretty easy, like LRH, and I even felt like I got David Miscavige like pretty.
Yeah, I definitely recognize Mr. Miscavige there.
Yeah, doesn't he seem bland too?
He's already a cartoon himself.
Yeah,
it surprises you, Uncle?
Sidekick. That surprises me.
What does?
You can't get the main man in the show? I can't believe that.
He's difficult. Uncle.
I mean, I can't believe that.
He's a slippery
one. Of all the ones you know how to draw, and that shocked me tonight.
Listen, I put an artistic challenge out to others. Okay. Do a portrait of Tom Cruise. A caricature of Tom Cruise.
I'll take that up. I'll try it on MS Paint or something.
Yeah, let's do that because I want to find out who can do the best one.
Picture of him.
He's surprisingly
my favorite
difficult.
One so far, I have to say, is definitely the Elon Musk there.
Oh, you like that one? Yeah.
Almost Elon Musk. Yeah.
Almost Elon Musk. Yeah.
Can that be any era? Tom Cruise?
I talked to that guy down the street a couple times, actually.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We got to talk to you about something. Over here for a minute.
Can that be any era Tom Cruise caricature or what?
Yeah. It's open to any era. It can be young Tom Cruise, cocktail.
Cocktail. Okay.
Maybe you could even.
They
do
look all
him.
the same. He's never aged, really.
Exactly.
The same.
He hopes he hasn't. Yeah.
He's bathing in all that baby blood thing.
I took a picture of him jumping or laughing hysterically on the Oprah show, when he's jumping up on the couch. Because to me,
most manic.
Yeah. That to me, that's like one of the best Tom Cruise moments ever.
Absolutely.
I can go back and watch that video anytime, and it makes me laugh out loud. Every time it makes me laugh hysterically. I'm laughing right alongside him.
He's like so stoked about being married to that chick or something, Kate Hudson, or what was the name?
I'm in love with Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Yeah, Katie Holmes. Yeah.
Katie Holmes.
And then you hear about like how his relationships are all strange, contrived, like Scientology kind of matchmaking and stuff.
Tell you, I
Correct.
can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait for the new one to come out.
The new
We're
Tom
talking
Cruise.
about Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Wait for that one to
Gonna
come
be
out.
good.
I mean, still
Are
waiting.
there going to be any explicit homoerotic shower scenes?
You never know. I don't know.
never-
None of us know. When we haven't
No.
seen but just the side of the one screen. The with the what was it?
Oh, the trailer.
With the trailer. That's all we
Yeah,
saw.
yeah.
So
They did show a volleyball scene, so I mean,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was one thing I want to say. I could be wrong, but I think in National Security Cinema, they talk about how the director like purposely put these kind of ambiguously gay scenes in there because maybe he was gay or something. Anything about that?
I can't remember if Tom and Matt put that in their book.
Yeah.
But there's a whole conversation when it comes to that.
All around Top Gun. You do like a whole day podcast on Top Gun.
It was Tony Scott,
Yeah, well,
Ridley
we
Scott's
are gonna-
brother, who is the director, of course.
Let me tell
Okay.
you, we are going to talk about that one when it starts.
Tony Scott's an interesting
For sure.
person, or
Yeah.
was, I should say.
Probably take the whole show out.
Is he passed away?
Yeah, he committed suicide by jumping off the Vincent Thomas Bridge in between Long Beach, the Port of Long Beach, and San Pedro. He jumped off that bridge.
What did you do that for?
Depression. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't know. Nobody really knows. It was one of those crazy things of like, what? Tony Scott jumped off a bridge? What?
Interesting.
Crazy. So
Maybe he
Yeah.
couldn't live up to his brother's fame and felt something with that. Whoever really knows, though.
yeah,
That's another whole conversation.
it is. It's.
But when's the next comic expected there, Aaron?
I have the concept right now. So it's just a matter of me putting pen to paper and just going ahead with the project. It's silly. It's a goofy one, but it's gonna be fun. And I feel like I need to inject ones like this upcoming one to like attempt to like sort of like appeal to like lowbrow sort of humor, because there's gonna be a little bit of that going on in order to kind of like try to get more people, like grow the audience actually. So it's not gonna be totally lowbrow. It's gonna have also like the bizarre sort of nerd stuff that's already there, and it's a lampoon of another celebrity robot, if that tells you anything. No celebrity robot is safe from this comic. Yeah, we already got
Sophia.
Sophia.
Do our girl Sophia? Oh,
We got her in the second installment.
yeah. That's right. What was she doing again?
She was driving around as Saudi Arabia's first female autonomous vehicle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was a real progressive moment for her, and
Right. That's right.
that's kind of like a joke.
She's their like the first robot citizen, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I was playing on
And
that.
that's
They actually made her an official citizen of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And
you're playing on that she has more rights than the average Saudi woman now, or something.
That was one aspect of it. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
And just goofing on like the fake progressive nonsense of like, oh, we made a female autonomous car. Like that doesn't even mean anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like what does that even mean? And
it was probably made by all men too, or something.
Yeah, and also she's saying how she's electric, but her engine is fueled with gasoline, so you don't have to worry. You know, she's not that threatening. You know.
Right.
So you know.
No, that was it. That was a good one too, for sure. I like that one.
This one will be. All I'll say about the upcoming one is we're going to deal with another celebrity robot, so it should be fun.
Okay.
Just as a quick marker here, fellas, 8 minutes is remaining of the show.
I'll step off the call here at the moment then, guys, but good to talk to you again.
All right. Thanks for calling, Robin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you betcha. And I'm going to check out Mr. Bear, Yosemite Bear, and go from there.
Do that.
Everybody do that. I'll chat with you next week.
All right. Take care now, Robin.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
There you go. Our friend to the north.
Let's take that number off. Let me have that number
Do you want to send the number out again?
Yeah, take that number out because might have a guest that wants to know the number.
Okay, let's see here. I've got to... Okay, the number to call in is 319-527-5016. Call in now and talk to us at the very end of the show, and we'll close out the show with you.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what else. If somebody jumps on the line right away, we'll actually extend the show a couple of minutes because we do have the space to do it tonight, if need be. So there you go. You won't be calling in for nothing if you want to do that. So 319-527-5016 is the number once again. And now I'm going to shut up and let you guys bring it home.
Cool. Good. All right. Uncle, did you catch that Robin was talking about my comic? Have I showed you that yet?
I was listening to you talking about it. No, I haven't seen no comic.
I don't know if I've showed you those yet. I need to do that. Let's see.
I haven't seen no comic.
I'll have to pull one up for you here. Give me a moment.
We'll do this.
But Uncle, what are you thinking about all the stuff that is going on?
Have we thought? We didn't even talk about the thing we had for supper tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
We better get to that immediately. What did we do?
I know you were chatting. I was just about to say something about it, and then you had the guest.
Okay, Uncle, give us a lowdown on what we're doing.
We are doing this Popeye special that we had. Was it better than how we taste this chicken?
We had their chicken sandwich.
Oh, my God. You guys had the chicken sandwich?
We ate that for dinner tonight.
We had it for dinner tonight.
Do you know I did a show?
I have to say...
Okay.
Now this is why I wanted to on my podcast.
Let it out
there.
Uncle.
Talking.
Sorry
again, and it beats out. I'm surprised it beats out the Colonel.
It beats out the Colonel. Take that.
Take that, Colonel.
Your sandwich isn't as good.
That Popeye chicken tastes out. That's what I was going to say tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I could never believe how I tasted this chicken. It tastes like the Popeye has made a nice Popeye sandwich for this kind of thing.
I'll tell you, that means that Uncle agrees with Time Magazine, who did a taste test. Yes, they did a taste test. I did a whole show on this last night, Uncle. You don't know it. I did a whole show on the Popeyes.
I didn't hear it yet.
On the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I did a whole show about the Popeyes chicken sandwich last night in a roundabout sort of way. And believe it or not, I was like, I have not had the sandwich yet. But Time Magazine, if you go and you search on time.com, you'll find that there's an article that says that the chicken sandwich is worth the hype. So
that's what people have been saying.
Yeah, they agree with you.
What him saying, so we have to say something on the podcast tonight. And he completely forgot about it.
Sorry about that.
Oh, what's going on?
Got carried away with
the
CBD cream.
And all this other stuff.
Well, look.
Let's talk about the sandwich here.
See, but that's the thing. Why is the sandwich so good, Uncle? Please tell us, because to me, I look at it and it doesn't look like much online. What is the deal?
It's the taste of the difference of the chicken.
But
it's good meat.
Isn't it just like Popeyes, though?
Yeah. If you had the Colonel, let's put it back up a minute.
Okay.
Let's say you had the Colonel's chicken.
Okay.
The greasy kind.
Okay.
All right. Taste that for a moment to the Popeyes.
Okay.
Do that.
And do that one day.
Just try it.
And try it. And then let me know on the next podcast or whenever you have it. We'll talk about it. How's that?
All right. I wasn't.
That would solve the problem here.
I wasn't going to eat the sandwich. I was not going to go get one. But you're telling me, if Uncle says it's good, it's got to be good. Right. But
examine yourself of having the Colonel's first to that.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, you have to
do a true taste test.
Okay.
A true test. I mean, you got to do a test to these things.
Fair
it's good
enough.
for what it is. There's no doubt it's a good fast food chicken sandwich. No doubt about it.
In fact, what other one do we have? The chicken
Chick-fil-A,
with
maybe?
the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we've had that.
Or the chick with the other one.
Chicken sandwich?
The one down.
Carl's Jr.?
No.
Jack in the Box?
No.
Oh, could be anything.
McDonald's has a decent one, surprisingly.
Yeah, McDonald's is okay.
It's
Burger
with a
King.
C. What is that one with
Carl's
C?
Jr.?
No, not with Carl's Jr. It was C. It was another one that we had, but we don't have it often.
You don't have Crystals
can't
out
think
there,
of
do
that
you?
one.
What?
You don't have Crystals out there, do you?
No,
no.
no. I like Crystal, though. That's like an alternative
Crystal's
White
now
Castle.
that
Yeah,
tops everything.
that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like
That
Crystal.
thing. In fact, they do have them in the grocery store.
They have White Castle, yes.
White Castle in the
Castle
grocery
frozen,
stores.
yes.
Right.
I was trying to go get some more of them, by the way.
Yeah, those are good. The frozen ones are pretty much
Yeah.
right on with the ones from the restaurant.
It's the
obviously.
same. It's really the same.
I know. Yeah.
Long as you don't over-microwave them, they're fine. They're the same
exactly.
thing. Yep.
Exactly.
You need about a dozen of them in the box, and just because when somebody gets hungry,
I,
go into there and have something to eat.
I really like White Castle. This may come as a surprise, but it was always a fun place that me and my friends would go back in Columbus, Ohio. Their corporate headquarters is actually in Columbus, Ohio, and so they had a bunch of locations there. We'd go there after partying all night. Basically, we go to White Castle, and it was the perfect thing to have then. But also, when I was sober, I would eat there, and I'd like it even then too.
Well, interesting thing about Columbus, Ohio, too, is I'm pretty sure that's where the first Wendy's is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've eaten in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in downtown. They had it preserved for a while. Yeah. I think somebody told me it's not there anymore.
Really?
But they had it for a long time. Yeah, it was right there on Broad Street, near to the center of town of Broad and High, but right there in the midst of it all. And they had old kids meal toys all in these display cases all through it, and all these different memorabilia and whatnot.
Yeah, and the front facing of the restaurant was all old fashioned and everything. I ate there too. So.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. I used to eat there a lot because it's very close to my school. I would walk there all the time.
When I got to go to Columbus, it was like you had to go there, and you also had to go to one of those joints on the right by the college where they served the gyros. So.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, there's a few of the good Greek places. Yeah,
yep, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. So it looks like we're not going to get any callers, but it might be time to go through some shout-outs, some final thoughts. Popeye's chicken sandwich, apparently Uncle approves. So there's a headline. Also, a follow-up on last Uncle show, Bear's Stuff Works. That's amazing. Yep. And always Uncle is amazing. But meanwhile, the show flew right on by, didn't it?
It flew on by. I didn't say much. It was the sidekick show.
Sorry about that.
I know. You've been
carried away.
Sidekick.
Well, I ran my mouth a lot. I ran my mouth a lot, Uncle. I'm sorry, but, I know you wanted to know about this cream. So.
Well, yeah, I know about the cream.
Now we know we need it.
Yeah.
Well, now we know how to order it and see how I feel about it. Then we'll talk about it maybe again next week.
I'm going to eat a Popeye's chicken sandwich and then cover myself in the CBD oil cream.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Right.
I'll immediately disappear and go to the next plane of existence.
Well, first of all, you're the one that started this Popeye chicken stuff. We said, we had a Popeye chicken, so we had to try it. So he went to try it, and so now we had a supper time for it. That was interesting.
Forget Scientology, Uncle. All you need is Popeye's chicken and Bear's Double Rainbow Pain Relief Cream, and you're going to...
And my arm would be feeling better if I could try some of that.
Uncle, you're going straight to fifth density reality via the astral plane. Forget all this stuff.
What is that?
That's where we're headed.
Yeah, Lord Zeno won't even be able to see you.
No, he sure won't. Take that. No volcano stopping me.
I haven't even heard of earthquakes since I lived here. Other than one, maybe.
Uncle, we got to throw all these copies of Dianetics out the window. They're useless.
There you go.
We got to talk about something. What are we talking about?
We just finished.
We finished talking about. We don't know what we're talking about.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, well, that's good enough.
That's the show for tonight.
That's it for tonight.
At Uncle Podcast.
At Uncle's Podcast.
Instagram. Twitter.
Uncle the
Podcast.com.
UncleThePodcast.com.
Live on Ochelli.com every Friday.
Got the cards out.
Oh, yeah.
Start listening to me.
That's right.
I have actually got a guy that finally got 3 of one of my broadcasting.
Good.
I gave one to him of mine.
Tell him to call
put
in.
it right on my phone, and he's trying to get
putting it on everybody's phone.
Yours and
good.
Chuck's, but
good.
He didn't have time to do that. But he got mine right on there.
Good.
So he's I
All
don't
right.
know by the time.
I like it.
Don't know the call.
Okay, Uncle. Show's over. What else do we need to know?
Nothing else.
That's it?
You know who you are. Like again, all the shout outs. You know who you are, especially Blades. And that's it. That's from my show.
Good night.
That's it. Bye-bye.